Salam and hello. Um, this is a preview of the goal setting editor that I wrote before the team decided that this wasn't intuitive or user friendly enough. So I had to completely ditch this and we came up with a better interface. So before this gets completely overwritten, I decided to make a little preview so you guys can see what it was meant to be like, at least in the initial phase. So this goal setting editor has its own markup, and I am going to show you how it was meant to be. So we start by writing a goal. So let's say get this app ready for beta launch. So nothing happens on the right hand side. This is the preview and this is the actual editor. And that is because we haven't defined any markup, so the editor doesn't know what this is. So if I go to the start and hey, this is a H for a heading. So now this is a goal type. So if I move on to the next line and I say HI, which stands for an introduction, the purpose is that you introduce this goal, why this goal is important to you, and what your motivation behind wanting to achieve this is. So I just say an anxious, which is need procrastinate on the launch of this app. Right, so now finally we define the tasks. Tasks are sub goals that we want to achieve. So the idea is that you break the goal down into as tiny a task as possible. So just for the sake of this exercise, I'm just going to define two tasks. Set testing criteria for the next 2 days. Test the app. Now notice on the right hand side we've got these brackets, which essentially means when you actually go into the team page, you would be able to tick these off. So that's it for now. Now there are two types of goals. There are one-off goals and then there are the frequent goals. One-off goals are the ones that we've just written. That is, these are once we've ticked these off, these are done forever and we never come back to these. Similarly, there are goals which are frequent. Exercise is an example. So we do exercise, say, however many times in a week. So I'm just going to demonstrate that here. I am also going to demonstrate the buttons at the top to show you how this was supposed to work. So we say, hey, this is a heading. Exercise regularly. And now I just say health is wealth. And finally for the task, there is no markup for the task. We just write, each new line is considered a task. So we say run. And now I need to define frequency. How many times a week do I want to run? So we press this frequency button and we say I want to run, say, 3 times a week. And notice on the right hand side it says run 3x per week. This is to be repeated 3 times a week. Similarly, I would say lift weights. And I can also add the markup here. Say 5 times a week, F5. And this says lift weights 5 times a week. Now if I do something like do push-ups, frequency 9 times, notice nothing happens because a week is made up of 7 days. So F9, it doesn't understand 9 because that doesn't conform to the validation rules. So it just says, okay, this is something that is not valid, so I'm just going to ignore it. So I hope this demonstrated the capabilities of the editor. The new app is much simpler. Actually, I actually prefer the new one as well, but this was something I was very proud of because I wrote my own markup, my own preview and everything. And you can also show the markups And you can also have a guide where you see the anatomy of a goal, then tags and their definitions, as well as an example of how to set these goals in the editor. Um, I hope this was interesting. This was a very fun exercise, quite frustrating because there was a lot of regex involved, but it was a wonderful learning exercise, and frankly, I'm really proud of myself for giving this a go. Thank you so much for watching this.